Here we have a collection of mini video game consoles. The classic Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, PlayStation, and TurboGrafx16. This plethora of gaming goodness will send any nostalgic gamer off the edge. Your dad will be happy that you put forth the effort to find him classic games and consoles of yesteryear that will bring him back to yesteryear to remember those good times. Let's take a look and see what nostalgic nirvana Dad has in store when he cracks one of these guys open. Now we're playing with power. Nintendo Power. This is the NES Classic Edition Mini. It comes with such titles as Final Fantasy, Donkey Kong, Ninja Gaiden, and of course Super Mario and Castlevania. All classic games that gamers of the 8-bit era remember fondly. Take a look inside, and just like the classic Nintendo, we have the paperwork, the pictures of Duck Hunt, and the classic Nintendo itself. Really nice design here. Well, not even USB, it's a type of proprietary connector for the controllers, the power switch and reset, just like he would remember. Oh, I thought the flap might open just for the sake of it opening, but no, it's just there for the look. As far as a mini console goes, looks pretty much exactly like the original. The controller, a little smaller than the original controller. I actually have it still downstairs, so this is a tad smaller, but again keeps the same look and the same feel. Nintendo Classic Edition. Now you're playing with power. Mini power. Sega Genesis Mini. Welcome to the next level. Beautiful design. Keeps all the elements of the original Sega Genesis. You have your volume control for headphones here. Unfortunately, there's no headphone jack. The on and off switch works as it should. The reset button works as it should. You have your little power on light there for when it's on. That should turn red. I'm going to take out this plastic right here. Even the doors for where you would put your cartridges work. So I'd say between this and the Nintendo Mini, This is the more true to the original. Even the slide here comes off. On the original, this is where you would connect your Sega CD. They had no reason to have this be detachable. They just want it to be as authentic as possible. Whoever did the Nintendo Mini could have learned from this, but this is a really great replica. Along with it, you get not one, but two Genesis controllers. Now from the feel of it and the size, it seems to be pretty much a one-to-one replica. Because to me, if memory serves, this is exactly how it felt back in the day. To throw on some Sonic the Hedgehog or Altered Beast and go to town. The Mini Sega Genesis. You can't go wrong. Welcome to the next level. So for those who don't know, the TurboGrafx16 was a 16-bit rival to the Super Nintendo and Genesis. The original came out in 1989, if memory serves me. Let's see what comes in the box. We have paperwork, the actual TurboGrafx16 controller. This is exactly how I remember it looking when I would go to my cousin's house to play. And here we have the TurboGrafx16 Mini console itself. Would you look at that? But this took little cards, much like the Master System, not the 16-bit, but the 8-bit one, had both cartridges and cards. This went the card slot way, and it worked out fine. So this is where the cards would go. The power switch is in the same spot, and they even replicate right here, if you can see it, how they would lock the cartridge in place so it wouldn't slide out during a particular hectic game of whatever you might be trying to play. We have the USB ports for your controllers. So here it is, good people, the TurboGrafx16 Mini, a quick look. Let's see what it's like to hook this bad boy up. TurboGrafx16 Mini,
turbo power.
When it came time for the next generation of console wars, Sony was at the forefront. They came out with the PlayStation, and from there, we all know what happened. The PlayStation had classic games like Ballerina Toshinden, a personal favorite, Tekken 3, Wild Arms, Ridge Racer, Twisted Metal, R-Type, of course, the ever popular Final Fantasy games, all originated here on PlayStation 1. Let's take a quick look and see what you get inside. PlayStation logo on the box. Paperwork, all the directions. And here we have it, the PlayStation Mini console. We have the console here, the power button works. Oh, I was hoping that this would, why do they do that? I was excited. Maybe it's just me, but this should flip open just for the sake of flipping open. This would normally open the disk drive for you to insert your game. Well, at least the button itself works. Power button works, reset, USB control ports for the controller, memory card slot 1 and 2. Of course, this doesn't take any memory card slots or any memory card. Everything is built in. HDMI out, USB Type B connector for power, and a little slot here. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe you can there's an attachment for it. Oh, you know what? That's for this. I think I was going the wrong way. I don't even know what that's for. But they have a little slot there. Really good replica of the original. Also in the box you get not one, but 2 PlayStation controllers. I'm not sure why Nintendo didn't follow suit, but again, not as large as the original controllers, but it is a mini console. But for the price you pay, I think this is like maybe 20 to 30 bucks, at least it was. You get a dual controllers and the console with about 30 plus games. If that is a PlayStation fan, you can't go wrong with this particular set.
Wow, what a start! This is just what I wanted to see! 2 laps to go!
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
the Sony PlayStation Classic, a new take on the next generation of mini consoles. Looking back at it now, games like Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx16 were the start of all of the modern day horror games that we have. Games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Bonk, all set the standards for the platformers that would follow them. Games like Gunstar Heroes, companies like Treasure, who created this magnificent game, would create the blueprint for games that even today cannot be beat. Super Mario 3 and all other games, these mascots are what gamers like me remember. And with that, I will leave you with the outro I did for the TurboGrafx16. Though it says TurboGrafx16, this goes to all mini consoles. For Father's Day, any of these consoles would do him justice. And there you have it, people. The TurboGrafx16 Mini. A plethora of games for your enjoyment. Feel free to pick one up. Let me know what you guys think. This is Engie, the Neon X, and the TurboGrafx16 Mini. This is what I'm into.